Hello, my name is Omar Martin, and you may know me as an internet marketer. What you may not know is that I'm also a paramedic and that I worked for the New York City Fire Department for many years. I wasn't working on September 11th, 2001, but if I'd been on duty that day, I'm confident that I would have been killed as well. I used to work in an ambulance out of Bellevue Hospital, which is pretty close to ground zero, so I most likely would have been one of the first units to respond. I lost 343 brothers and sisters that day. One of them, my childhood friend, college buddy, and ex-paramedic partner, David P. Lamagna. September 11th is a difficult day for me to remember. He was working for the Port Authority Police Department when he answered the call that day. Answering the call. That's what we do. That's what first responders do. Police, fire, EMS. We answer the call. We don't question why we're being called. We go because people need help. Where others see a burning building about to collapse, we see people in need. We go in to help. We answer the call. Sometimes answering that call means paying the ultimate sacrifice. And every single day that first responders, police, fire, and EMS, every single time they button up a uniform like this, they know that that day could be the day that they make the ultimate sacrifice. And they do it anyway. They answer the call anyway. I recently saw a thread on Facebook where someone made a comment about Mayor Bloomberg's ridiculous actions with regards to the upcoming ceremony. And I went on there to comment about how firefighters were not being allowed to attend in uniform. And I realized that some of the internet marketers that were on this thread, they'd turn it into this political discussion about how September 11th was for greed and how September 11th, it was all about the politics and all that. You know what? That's not what September 11th is about for me. I'm calling on internet marketers like myself to remember September 11th, 2001 as a day where 343 brave souls from the New York City Fire Department rushed into two tall burning buildings at the brink of collapse and saved thousands of people. And even though we lost thousands in the process, I believe the day was one of self-sacrifice. I believe the day was one of freedom. September 11th is a sad day for all of us. We all mourn in our own ways. And we all come from different political backgrounds. You may be a Democrat, you may be a Republican, I don't care. It doesn't matter. On that day, it didn't matter. And it shouldn't matter today. When we remember September 11th, let's remember the supreme sacrifice that was paid by everyone that perished that day. Not just at Ground Zero, not just at the World Trade Center, but at the Pentagon and in Pennsylvania as well. Let's remember these people. Let's remember the sacrifice that they made. Yes, for freedom. We didn't respond to those towers because of any political. We answered the call. We went there to save lives. We went there because fellow Americans needed help. And that's what we do. So why, 10 years later, are people twisting the purpose of the Day of Remembrance? And you're using it to further your political agendas. To say that this politician's better than the other one and that we should elect this one so that this doesn't happen again. Why don't we just remember the sacrifice that was made on September 11th? If I'd been killed that day, 10 years later, I wouldn't want it being said that I died for greed or that I died because, you know, Bush was in office or this guy did that or the other guy did that. I'd want it to be said that because of the actions I took that day, someone went on to lead a better life. I'd want it to be said, I think that on September 11th, we should tell the stories of brave people like my friend and partner, David P. Lamagna, who led a train of more than 7 people confirmed out of the World Trade Center before he died. and the hundreds of other stories of heroism that took place on that day. September 11th, to me, is not a day where people should be trying to further their political agenda. And frankly, for those that are privileged to some sort of secret information about September 11th that the rest of us don't know about, go write a book about it. But don't overshadow the memories of the heroes that died that day for you. On September 11, 2001, hundreds and hundreds of first responders, firemen, police, and EMS, they answered the call and rushed into those burning buildings to save lives. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people dropped to their knees to pray to God for the safety of those in the World Trade Center. But today, 10 years later, it's my understanding that Mayor Bloomberg not only isn't calling on firemen to attend the memorial ceremony, but he's prohibiting them. And that's not the only thing he's prohibiting. He's prohibiting Christian prayer at the ceremony. 10 years later. As a way of honoring the sacrifice that was made, as a way of remembering those that were killed, my wife Melinda and my mom have actually made a whole bunch of these little ribbons, and we want to give you one. Anyone that gives me their name and address, I will put one of these in an envelope and send it to you. We're not selling anything. Now, we don't have an infinite supply of these, but we made this whole box full, and we'd love for you to have one. We'd love for you to wear this yellow ribbon that says, "We remember 9/11," and we'd like for you to take a picture of yourself with the ribbon on September 11th and send it to us, because we'd love to put a collage together on our website. It's just one small token that I'm doing to honor those that made the ultimate sacrifice on September 11th, 2001. I will say a prayer for them. And I ask you to do the same.